Hi, in this series of modeling, we'll learn how to create a basic game model. Uh, we'll start modeling a basic one and then start adding a couple of more details to it, crowds and all the stuff. And also, we'll try to check and how to use this base model to create a different variation in the characters. So before we start, I'll show you the poly count is 932 polygons for this base mesh. Okay, later words, what I did was that I used the same model and modified it to make it look like different character, and then later words you can use range of other programs like Mudbox and ZBrush or anything else to edit it. Okay, and now in this will be a couple of series of tutorials. It will be, the first part will be how we'll plan our image plane, and the second one will be creating the base, and then later was adding more detail, the hands and the head and all the stuff. Right, so let's start. I'll switch off my polygon so I don't want to see all those things. Right, this is Maya 2014. What I did was that I just downloaded one of the images from Andrew Loomis, and it's a good perfect male proportion. You find some good these images on the, if you search on Google. On Google I tried like human body reference images for 3D modeling, and this is the one which I used. You can search for loads of things, but I use this as my reference. Okay, and now this is the one. If you come back here, Maya, you need to work in front view, create a plane in front view. I'll go back to the perspective view here. Press Find to go to the shaded mode. Next step is right click, assign a favorite material, a Lambert. Never ever use the default material. Try to apply a new material. I'll change this to like reference material, and in color click on the checker box, file, open this file, click here. I'll go for human body reference. I saved it on my pictures. Right, now I got this picture, but right now to see this image press 6. Okay, sorry, I think I missed something. This is file, image plane, press 6. You can see the texture, but right now there is some small problems here. We can't see the whole image. Don't scale it. If you scale it, you're scaling the plane as well as the texture which is linked to it. So go to the channel box. You can go to the channel box by clicking here on the left hand side, or else Control A, scroll down, go to polyplane. You need to adjust the height. Click on activate height with the middle mouse button. Activate the text with the middle mouse button. You can change it. So this is what I prefer, just going here and typing the values and testing it. I prefer just activating it. Okay, now if you check this image on my screen, it is a little bit squeezed because my screen aspect ratio is different compared to the Maya ratio. So what I will do is I'll try to scale a little bit in x-axis, like 1.7. that was my screen aspect ratio, 1.73 or 77 something else. It varies, so try to adjust it so that you get a decent proportioned image. Okay, now select this one, Control D. Control D is here. You can go to duplicate it. Once it is done, rotate this in y-axis, just turn it, change it to 90 degrees. Okay, so this is works as front, this is works as side. Why I did rotate it in positive y-axis for this image is that I want, if you check inside view, we should create a model facing towards the z-axis. Okay, towards z-axis, not on the reverse direction. Right, now I press 6 in front view also, maximize it. In front view I just need only the front shape, I don't want the other image, so I just go to edit mesh, insert edge loop tool, add one loop here, click on move tool, right click, face, select this face, delete it. So in front view you got this image. What I will do right now, this is my ground plane, you can see, just move to next axis so that it sits near the center. That's right. Now come back to the side view. In side view I'll add 2 loops. One is here so that I can delete this one, and one is for the back, this one. So right now this is perfect. Now I'll just move a little bit in the z-axis, z-axis, so that it sits here. Now if you come back here, this is perfect now. Now a bit of adjustments are needed. Select this side object, move it in x-axis inside so that it's in negative side. Select this one, front one, move it in z-axis in negative side, so that, because you work always on the positive side. Now select these 2 objects, put it in one layer, in channel box layer, click here, this is your layer. If you check here, there's an empty space here. If you click once, it's a template, but that's not the thing which we need. Change it to reference, that is R. Now the image is locked, you can't select it, but still you can see the texture. Now the last step you need to do is that you need to change this in X-ray mode. Go to shading, X-ray mode. So you need to do in all the viewports. Go to, so everything is in X-ray mode. Okay, but one small thing we did is, see, if you see here, this is the ground plane, but whereas our model is below the ground plane. So switch it off, select both the objects, move it in y-axis so that your model stays exactly on the top of the ground plane. Back to reference. So now we are happy, we have placed our reference images, and we can start modeling. But before that, better save it always. Save it as human body modeling reference or modeling 1 or something else. Right? I'll see you in the next part where we'll start modeling. Bye.